Hello, my friends, welcome back. Today, we will talk about society wants you to fail. We will explore how society can make you doubt yourself, fear success, and care too much about other people's opinions. Most importantly, you will learn how to break free from that pressure and start living life on your own terms. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, do you think society sometimes holds you back? Chapter 1. Society does not always want you to grow. Welcome to my channel. Sometimes, the biggest thing stopping you is not your ability. It is the voice around you. People may tell you that your dream is too big. They may tell you that you are not ready. They may laugh when you try something new. Slowly, their words can become your own thoughts. You start thinking, maybe I cannot do it. Maybe I am not good enough. Maybe I should stop. This is how pressure from society can become a problem. You may want to learn English. You may want to speak with confidence. You may want to start a new job. You may want to build a business. You may want to change your life. These are good goals. But when you start, some people may not understand you. They may ask why you're trying so hard. They may say, you will never become successful. They may say, people like us cannot do this. You hear these words again and again. After some time, you may start believing them. The sad part is that these people may not even want to hurt you. They may simply be afraid themselves. They may have tried something and failed. They may have lived their whole life without taking a big risk. They may believe that a safe life is the only good life. So when they see you trying to change, your courage can make them uncomfortable. Think about a person who wants to speak English. He knows some words. He understands simple sentences, but he is afraid to speak. Why? He is afraid people will laugh at his mistakes. He thinks everyone will notice his wrong pronunciation, so he stays quiet. He knows the words, but he does not use them. His fear becomes stronger every day. This happens in many areas of life. A person wants to start exercising, but people make fun of him. Someone wants to study, but friends call him boring. Someone wants to start a small business, but people say it will fail. Someone wants to leave a bad situation, but others tell him to stay because change is difficult. You need to understand something important. People often feel comfortable when you stay the same. They know the old version of you. They understand your habits. They know what to expect from you. But when you start changing, everything becomes different. Your new habits may confuse them. Your new goals may surprise them. Your new confidence may make them uncomfortable. Some people may even say that you have changed too much. But changing is not always a bad thing. Sometimes changing means you are finally growing. You do not need to stay the same just to make other people comfortable. Your life is moving forward every day. Your time is limited. You cannot spend your whole life trying to make everyone happy. There will always be someone who does not believe in you. There will always be someone who thinks your dream is impossible. There will always be someone who has something negative to say. But their opinion does not decide your future. Your actions do. If you keep learning, you will improve. If you keep practicing, you will become better. If you keep working, you will become stronger. You may not see big results today. That does not mean your effort is useless. A small step is still a step. The real danger is not when people doubt you. The real danger is when you start doubting yourself because of them. Once you believe their negative words, you stop trying, you stop learning, you stop taking chances. You stay in the same place because you are afraid of what people might say. That is exactly what you must avoid. You do not need to fight with everyone. You do not need to explain every dream. You do not need to prove yourself every day. Keep your heart calm. Keep your mind focused. Keep doing the work. One day, your progress will speak for you. The person who laughs at your first step may not laugh when they see how far you have gone. But do not work hard just to prove them wrong. Work hard because your life matters. Work hard because you have goals. Work hard because you know you can become better. Your journey does not need everyone's approval. You only need the courage to take the next step. And there is another problem that makes this pressure even stronger. Many people are not only afraid of what society says, they are afraid of being judged by everyone around them. They worry about every mistake. They worry about every opinion. They worry about looking foolish. That fear can control your choices for years. Once you learn how to break that fear, you become much harder to stop. Chapter 2. The fear of being judged controls your life. Fear of people's opinions can become a quiet prison. You may not see the prison, but you can feel it. You want to speak, but you stay quiet. You want to try, but you stop. You want to change, but you worry about what people will say. Slowly, you start making decisions for other people instead of yourself. You may choose a job because your family likes it. You may avoid learning something new because your friends may laugh. You may keep your ideas inside because you are afraid someone will call them foolish. This is how the fear of judgment can control your life. Many people think everyone is watching them. They think every mistake will be noticed. They think one wrong word will make them look stupid. This is very common when learning English. You may know the answer, but you do not speak because you are afraid of making a grammar mistake. You may know how to say a sentence, but you keep it inside because someone may laugh at your accent. You may listen to other people speaking English and think, they are better than me. Then you become nervous. You stop speaking, you stop practicing. Your English does not improve because fear has taken control. But there is something you need to remember. Most people are busy thinking about their own lives. They are thinking about their own problems. They are thinking about their own mistakes. They are thinking about how they look to other people. They are not watching you every second. They may notice your mistake for a few seconds and then forget it, but you may remember it for weeks. You may keep thinking about it at night. You may tell yourself, I should not have spoken. That is the real problem. Other people may forget your mistake, but you keep it alive in your mind. You cannot build confidence by waiting for everyone to approve of you. Someone will always have an opinion. Someone will always find something to criticize. Even when you do something good, someone may say it is not enough. Even when you work hard, someone may say you are lucky. Even when you succeed, someone may say you could have done better. If you live for these opinions, you will never feel free. Think about how many times you have stopped yourself because of one simple thought. What will they think? These 5 words can stop a person from doing so many things. They can stop you from speaking. They can stop you from starting. They can stop you from asking questions. They can stop you from making new friends. They can stop you from taking a good opportunity. They can even stop you from becoming the person you want to be. You need to change the question in your mind. Instead of asking, what will they think? Ask, what will happen if I never try? That question can change your life. If you never speak English because you fear mistakes, your English may stay at the same level. If you never start because you fear failure, nothing will change. If you never take a chance because someone may judge you, you may spend years wondering what could have happened. Mistakes are not proof that you are weak. They are proof that you are trying. A person who speaks broken English is already learning. A person who makes mistakes while starting a business is gaining experience. A person who tries something new is becoming stronger. You should not feel ashamed of being a beginner. Every skilled person was once a beginner. Your first English sentence may not sound perfect. That is okay. Your first video may not be perfect. That is okay. Your first business idea may not work. That is okay. Your first attempt does not need to be perfect. It only needs to happen. There is also something beautiful about being willing to look foolish for a short time. When you accept that you may make mistakes, you become free to learn. You stop trying to protect your image. You start focusing on improvement. You stop asking people to approve of every step. You begin trusting yourself. You do not need to become fearless. You only need to stop allowing fear to make every decision for you. Feel the fear, but still take the small step. Feel nervous, but still speak. Feel unsure, but still begin. Confidence often comes after action, not before it. One day you will look back and realize that many of the things you feared were not as serious as they seemed. The people you thought were watching you were busy with their own lives. The mistakes you thought were terrible became lessons. The moments you thought would embarrass you became part of your growth. Your life becomes smaller when you live for other people's opinions. Your life becomes bigger when you start making choices based on your own goals and values. There is one more trap waiting for you after judgment. Even when you stop worrying about what people say, you may still look at their lives and feel behind. You may see their success and question your own progress. You may see where they are and forget how far you have already come. That trap is comparison, and it can quietly destroy your confidence. Chapter 3. Comparison makes you feel like a failure. Comparison can steal your happiness without making a sound. You look at another person and see what they have. You see their success. You see their confidence. You see their money. You see their nice home. You see their good job. You see their English skills. Then you look at yourself and feel small. You start thinking, I am behind. I am not good enough. Why am I not like them? These thoughts can become very painful. You may forget your own progress because you're too busy looking at someone else. Society makes this problem even bigger. From a young age, people are often compared with others. Someone gets better marks. Someone speaks English better. Someone gets a better job. Someone becomes successful at a young age. Then people start asking questions. Why are you not like him? Why can she do it and you cannot? These words may seem small, but they can stay in your mind for a long time. You begin to believe that your value depends on how you compare with other people. Social media can make this feeling even stronger. You open your phone and see people enjoying beautiful lives. You see their success, their travels, their new cars, their businesses, and their happy moments. You may look at your own life and feel that something is wrong, but you are seeing only a small part of their life. You do not see their stress. You do not see their failures. You do not see the nights when they felt lost. You do not see the problems behind the picture. You are comparing your real life with the best moments of someone else's life. This is not a fair comparison. Every person has a different starting point. Every person has a different story. Some people start early, some people start late, some people have more support, some people have fewer opportunities, some people learn quickly, others need more time. None of this means that one person is better than another. Take English learning as an example. One person may have studied English for 10 years. Another person may have started only 6 months ago. If the beginner compares their English with the person who has studied for 10 years, they may feel like a failure. But they are not a failure. They are simply at a different stage. You should not compare your first step with someone else's 100th step. Your journey is your own. Maybe you cannot speak English fluently today. That does not mean you will never speak well. Maybe you are not successful today. That does not mean you will never succeed. Maybe you're still trying to find your direction. That does not mean you are lost forever. You're still growing. Look at your own progress. Maybe you understand more English than you did last year. Maybe you can read simple sentences now. Maybe you can understand videos that were difficult before. Maybe you can speak a little more confidently. These small changes matter. They show that you are moving forward. Small progress is still progress. The problem is that people often ignore small progress. They want big results quickly. They want perfect English quickly. They want money quickly. They want success quickly. When the results do not come fast, they become disappointed. Then they look at someone else and think that person is doing better. But real growth takes time. A tree does not become big in one day. A skill does not become strong after 1 week. Confidence does not appear after one practice session. You need patience. You need practice. You need to keep going when the results are still small. There will always be someone ahead of you. There will also be someone behind you. If you keep looking in both directions, you will lose focus on your own path. Your real competition is the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself a simple question. Am I better than I was before? If the answer is yes, keep going. Maybe the change is small. It still matters. Do not let another person's success become the reason you hate your own journey. You can be happy for someone else and still work for your own success. Their success does not take away your opportunity. Their progress does not stop your progress. There is no rule saying only one person can win. You do not need to become someone else. You need to become a stronger version of yourself. Stop saying, "Why am I not like them?" Start saying, "What can I learn from them?" This small change can make a big difference. Instead of feeling jealous, learn. Instead of feeling weak, practice. Instead of giving up, improve. Your journey may be slow, but slow does not mean useless. Keep learning, keep practicing, keep moving. One day, someone may look at your progress and wish they had your courage. They may see the person you became and never know how many difficult days you survived. So stop measuring your life by someone else's success. Measure it by your own growth. There is another difficult moment that comes when you finally decide to follow your own path. People may not understand your choices. They may question your goals. They may tell you that you are making a mistake. That can hurt, especially when those words come from people close to you. But sometimes growing means walking a path that other people do not understand. I can also create a powerful image concept for this chapter's message. Chapter 4. Not everyone will understand your dream. Your dream may make sense to you, but it may not make sense to everyone around you. You may have a goal that feels very important to you. You may want to learn English. You may want to start a new career. You may want to build a business. You may want to change your lifestyle. You may want to become more confident. But when you share your plans with people, their reaction may not be what you expect. Some may support you, others may question you, some may laugh, some may tell you that your dream is too difficult. Their words can hurt because you may expect support from the people close to you. But not everyone can see what you see. People look at your dream through their own experience. A person who has never tried something new may think it is too risky. A person who failed in the past may believe you will fail too. A person who is afraid of change may tell you to stay where you are. Their opinion is based on their life, not your future. This is important to remember. Someone else's fear does not have to become your fear. You may hear someone say, "You cannot do this." Maybe they really believe it, but their belief does not make it true. You may hear, "People like us cannot become successful." That may be their experience, but it does not have to be yours. Your life can be different. Your choices can be different. Your results can be different. Sometimes people give advice because they care about you. They do not want to see you hurt. They may want you to choose the safe path. Their heart may be in the right place, but good intentions do not always mean good advice. You need to listen carefully and think for yourself. There's a big difference between advice and discouragement. Good advice helps you see a problem and gives you a better way to deal with it. Discouragement only tells you that you cannot do something. It gives you fear but no solution. Suppose you tell someone that you want to improve your English. A person may say, "You should practice speaking every day. Start with simple sentences." That is useful advice. Another person may say, "Your English is bad. You will never speak well." That is not useful. It does not help you improve. It only makes you afraid. You need to learn the difference. Do not accept every opinion as truth. People can be wrong about you. They can be wrong about your ability. They can be wrong about your future. They can be wrong about what you can achieve. There was a time when you could not do many things that you can do today. You could not walk when you were very young. You could not speak your first language perfectly. You did not know how to use a phone or computer. You learned because you practiced. You improved because you kept trying. The same thing can happen with your future goals. You may not have the skill today. That does not mean you cannot learn it. You may not have the confidence today. That does not mean you cannot build it. You may not have the money today. That does not mean you cannot improve your situation. You may not speak English well today. That does not mean you will always struggle with English. Growth starts when you stop using today as proof of what tomorrow will look like. You also do not need to tell everyone about your plans. Sometimes it is better to work quietly. When you talk too much about your goals, you may receive too many opinions. One person gives you fear. Another gives you doubt. Someone else tells you to stop. Soon, you have spent more time discussing your dream than working on it. Protect your focus. You do not need to announce every step. You can learn quietly. You can practice quietly. You can improve quietly. You can build your future one day at a time. Then your results can speak. This does not mean you should ignore everyone. Listen to people who have experience. Listen to people who want the best for you. Listen when someone gives you a real reason to improve. But do not give every person control over your decisions. Your life is too important for that. Sometimes people will understand your dream only after they see your results. At the beginning, they may not believe you. They may not see your hard work. They may only see your current situation. They see where you are today, but they cannot see where you are going. That is okay. You do not need everyone to understand. You need to understand yourself. Know why you started. Know what you want. Know what you're willing to do. Then keep moving. The goal is not to prove everyone wrong. The goal is to become proud of the person you are becoming. When people doubt you, do not waste your energy fighting with them. Use that energy to improve yourself. Learn another word. Practice another sentence. Read another page. Work another hour. Take another step. Quiet progress is powerful. One day, the people who did not understand your dream may see your progress, but by then, their opinion may not matter to you anymore. You will know how hard you worked. You will know how many times you wanted to quit. You will know how many difficult days you survived. And that knowledge will give you something much stronger than approval. It will give you self-respect. Still, even when you stop seeking approval, one fear can remain inside you. You may still be afraid of making mistakes. You may still fear failure. You may still think one failure means your dream is over. That belief must change, because failure is not the end of your journey. It can become one of your greatest teachers. Chapter 5. Failure is not the enemy. Failure can hurt. Nobody likes to fail. Nobody likes to make mistakes. Nobody likes to feel that they are not good enough. But failure does not mean your life is over. It does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you should stop. Sometimes failure is simply a sign that you are learning something new. Many people are afraid to try because they are afraid of failure. They want to speak English, but they do not speak because they may make mistakes. They want to start a business, but they do not start because they may lose money. They want to apply for a better job, but they do not apply because they may get rejected. They want to learn a new skill, but they stop before they begin because they think they will not be good at it. This fear can keep you in the same place for years. You may think you are protecting yourself from failure, but you may also be protecting yourself from success. Every new skill comes with mistakes. When you first learn to ride a bicycle, you may fall. When you first learn to write, your letters may not look perfect. When you first speak a new language, your sentences may be wrong. This is normal. You cannot become good at something without being bad at it first. The same thing is true for English. You may say the wrong word. You may use the wrong tense. You may pronounce a word incorrectly. Someone may correct you. You may feel embarrassed for a moment. But that moment can teach you something important. You learn the correct word. You remember the correct sentence. You improve your pronunciation. The mistake becomes a lesson. A person who never speaks English because of mistakes may feel safe, but their English may not improve. A person who speaks every day and makes mistakes may feel uncomfortable at first, but they will learn faster. This is why you should not wait to become perfect. Start with what you know. Use simple words. Speak simple sentences. Make mistakes. Learn from them. Then try again. Your first attempt does not need to be perfect. Your second attempt does not need to be perfect either. You only need to become a little better each time. Society often celebrates success but hides failure. We see the person who became successful. We see the final result. We do not see all the difficult days behind it. We do not see the rejected applications. We do not see the failed ideas. We do not see the mistakes. We do not see the moments when that person wanted to quit. Success often looks simple from the outside. The journey is not simple. A successful person may have failed many times before you heard their name. They may have made bad decisions. They may have lost opportunities. They may have been rejected. They may have heard people say that they could not do it, but they kept going. That is the difference. Failure becomes dangerous when you use it as a reason to stop. Failure becomes useful when you use it as a lesson. After a mistake, do not only ask, "Why did I fail?" Ask, "What can I learn from this?" That question changes everything. Maybe your English pronunciation needs more practice. Practice it. Maybe you do not know enough words. Learn a few new words every day. Maybe you become nervous when speaking. Speak for a few minutes every day. Maybe your first business idea did not work. Learn why it failed and improve the next idea. Maybe someone rejected you. Learn from the experience and keep looking for another opportunity. One failure does not describe your whole life. You are bigger than one mistake. You are bigger than one bad day. You are bigger than one rejection. Never allow one difficult moment to become the story you tell yourself about your entire life. You may fail today and succeed later. You may lose today and learn something that helps you win tomorrow. You may feel weak today and become stronger because of what you went through. Sometimes the hardest days build the strongest people. Do not be ashamed of being a beginner. Beginners make mistakes. Beginners ask questions. Beginners need practice. That is how learning works. You do not need to look perfect while learning. You need to keep learning. There is also a big difference between failure and giving up. Failure happens when something does not work. Giving up happens when you decide that you will never try again. You can fail and continue. You can fall and stand again. You can make a mistake and learn. You can lose an opportunity and find another one. That is strength. You do not need to win every time. You need to keep moving. The people who judge your failure do not have to live your life. They may laugh today. They may criticize you today, but their words cannot decide what you do tomorrow. Your future is still being written, so do not let fear make your decisions. Take the small step. Try again. Practice again. Learn again. One day, you may look back at the mistakes that once embarrassed you and realize they helped you become stronger. Failure was not your enemy. Your fear of failure was, and once you stop running from failure, you can finally start building a life that is truly yours. You can stop asking everyone for approval. You can stop changing your goals because of other people. You can start building your own path with patience, discipline, and courage. That is where real confidence begins. Chapter 6. Build your own path without needing approval. Your life starts to change when you stop waiting for everyone to agree with you. You do not need permission to improve yourself. You do not need everyone to support your goals. You do not need people to understand every decision you make. Some people will support you. Some people will doubt you. Some people will not care at all. That is normal. What matters is what you choose to do with your time. Many people spend too much time trying to get approval. They ask everyone before making a decision. They worry about what their family will say. They worry about what their friends will think. They worry about how they will look if they fail. Because of this, they keep waiting. They keep planning. They keep talking. But they do not take action. Waiting can become a habit. You may tell yourself, "I will start when I feel ready." Then another week passes. You say, "I will start when people support me." Another month passes. You say, I will start when I have more confidence. Another year passes. The perfect time may never come. You have to start with what you have. If you want to improve your English, start with the English you know today. Speak simple sentences. Read simple stories. Listen to easy English. Learn a few new words every day. You do not need perfect English to begin. You become better because you begin. The same rule works in life. You do not need perfect confidence to take action. Action can create confidence. You do not need to know everything before you start. You can learn along the way. You do not need a perfect plan. You need a clear first step. Small actions may look unimportant, but they can change your life when you repeat them every day. 10 minutes of English practice may not seem like much. One page of reading may not seem important. One short conversation may not feel like progress. But these small actions become powerful when you keep doing them. Consistency is stronger than excitement. You may feel motivated today. Tomorrow, you may feel tired. The next day, you may have problems. Your motivation may disappear. That is why you need discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do even when you do not feel like doing it. You do not need to work for 10 hours every day. You need to keep your promise to yourself. If you say you will study for 20 minutes, study for 20 minutes. If you say you will practice speaking, practice speaking. If you say you will read one page, read one page. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. You start trusting yourself. That is real confidence. It is not about standing in front of people and saying, I am better than everyone. It is about knowing that you can depend on yourself. Your environment also matters. The people around you can affect the way you think. If you spend every day with people who complain, criticize, and discourage you, their words can slowly affect your mind. You may start thinking the same way. You do not have to hate these people. You do not have to fight with them. You can simply protect your peace. Spend more time with people who encourage learning. Spend time with people who want to improve. Listen to people who have useful experience. Read books that help you grow. Watch content that teaches you something valuable. Your mind needs good information. Be careful about what you allow into it. Sometimes the best answer to negative people is silence. You do not need to explain your plans again and again. You do not need to argue with someone who has already decided that you cannot succeed. Keep working. Let your actions speak. There may be a time when people laugh at your small beginning. They may not understand why you're practicing every day. They may not understand why you're studying after work. They may not understand why you're trying to change. You do not have to make them understand. Your job is to keep going. One day, the same small actions may create results that people can see. Your English may become better. Your confidence may become stronger. Your skills may improve. Your life may begin to change. But remember something important. Do not work hard just to prove people wrong. Work hard because you respect yourself. Work hard because you have a goal. Work hard because you want a better life. When your reason is only to prove someone wrong, you still give that person control over your life. You are still thinking about them. You are still allowing their opinion to guide your actions. True freedom comes when you stop caring about proving anything. You simply do the work. You become better. You move forward. You build your own path. There will be days when nobody notices your effort. There will be days when you feel like nothing is changing. There will be days when you want to stop. Keep going. Growth is not always visible. A seed grows under the ground before anyone sees the tree. Your effort can work in the same way. You may not see the result today, but every lesson, every practice session, and every small step is building something inside you. Do not let silence make you think you are failing. Keep building. Your life does not need to look like someone else's life. You do not need the same job, the same money, the same success, or the same timeline. Your path can be different, and that is okay. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to start late. You are allowed to change your direction. You are allowed to become a different person from the person you were before. The important thing is that the person you become is someone you respect. But there is still one final battle. Even after you stop chasing approval, stop comparing yourself, and stop fearing failure, you may still spend too much of your life trying to impress everyone. That is a heavy burden, and the moment you put it down, you may finally feel free. Chapter 7. Stop trying to impress everyone. Stop trying to make everyone happy. This is one of the hardest lessons in life. You can be kind to people. You can respect them. You can listen to them. But you cannot make everyone happy. No matter what you do, someone will have something to say. If you work hard, someone may say you are trying too hard. If you rest, someone may call you lazy. If you stay quiet, someone may think you are weak. If you speak, someone may say you talk too much. There will always be an opinion. If you live your life based on every opinion, you will slowly lose yourself. Many people spend years trying to impress others. They choose a job because it sounds good to other people. They buy things they do not need because they want people to notice them. They hide their real dreams because they are afraid of criticism. They change their plans because someone does not like them. They even stop learning because someone laughed at their first attempt. This can make you tired. You are always trying to be the person other people want to see. But your life is not a performance. You do not have to act for everyone. You do not have to prove that you are successful. You do not have to prove that you are intelligent. You do not have to prove that you are better than someone else. You only need to become a person you respect when you are alone. That is where real confidence begins. Real confidence is not about getting attention. It is not about making everyone admire you. Real confidence means knowing who you are. It means knowing what matters to you. It means hearing criticism without losing your confidence. It means accepting good advice without allowing someone else to control your life. Listen to people, but do not give every person control over your mind. Before you accept someone's opinion, think about it. Does this person know what they are talking about? Do they have experience? Do they really want to help you? Is their advice useful? Or are they only making you afraid? These simple questions can protect you from many negative voices. Someone may tell you that you cannot learn English. Think about their words. Do they know how much you practice? Do they know how hard you are working? Someone may say your dream is impossible. Do they know your full story? Do they know what you are capable of? Someone may laugh at your small beginning. Does their laughter change your ability to improve? No. Their words may hurt, but their words do not control your future. Your actions do. You decide whether you will continue learning. You decide whether you will practice. You decide whether you will try again. You decide whether you will stay where you are or move forward. Other people can give opinions, but you are the person who has to live with your choices. Society has many ideas about success. It may tell you that you need more money, you need a better job, you need a big house, you need expensive things, you need to be ahead of other people. But success does not look the same for everyone. One person may want financial freedom. Another person may want a peaceful life. Someone else may want to learn English and speak with confidence. Another person may simply want to support their family and live with dignity. You are allowed to choose your own meaning of success. You do not have to follow someone else's path just because it looks successful. Your journey can be different. Your goals can be different. Your speed can be different. Your life is passing every day. Time does not stop because you are afraid of people's opinions. One day becomes another. 1 month becomes another. 1 year becomes another. If you spend all that time trying to impress people, you may wake up one day and realize that you were living someone else's life. That can be a painful feeling. Do not wait for everyone to understand you. Some people may never understand your choices. Some may never support your dreams. Some may always have something negative to say. You cannot control that. You can only control what you do with their words. Keep your heart calm. Keep your mind focused. Keep working. You do not need to announce every goal. You do not need to explain every decision. Sometimes quiet work is better than long explanations. Learn quietly. Practice quietly. Improve quietly. Let your progress speak when the time is right. This is especially important when you're learning English. You may make mistakes. You may speak slowly. You may forget words. Someone may correct you. Someone may laugh. Do not let one bad moment stop your learning. Every mistake gives you another chance to improve. Your goal is not to sound perfect today. Your goal is to become better than you were yesterday. Your first step may be small. Take it anyway. Your progress may be slow. Continue anyway. Your confidence may be weak. Practice anyway. You may not have support. Keep going anyway. You do not need to defeat society. You only need to stop allowing society to decide who you become. That is the real victory. The person who controls your life should be you. Your values should guide you. Your goals should guide you. Your actions should guide you. Not every comment, not every judgment, not every negative voice. There will be days when you feel strong. There will also be days when you feel tired. There will be days when you question yourself. Do not believe every negative thought that enters your mind. A difficult day does not mean you have a difficult future. Keep moving, keep learning, keep growing. One day, you may look back at the person you were and feel proud. You may remember how afraid you were of people's opinions. You may remember the mistakes you made. You may remember the people who doubted you. But you will also remember that you did not stop. That is what matters. Do not work hard just to prove people wrong. Work hard because your life matters. Work hard because your dreams matter. Work hard because you want to become stronger. Work hard because you want to respect the person you see in the mirror. You do not need everyone to believe in you. You need to believe enough to take the next step. Society may judge you. People may doubt you. Some may compare you with others. Some may not understand your dream. You may fail. You may feel afraid. But none of these things has to stop you. Your future is still in your hands, so choose yourself. Choose growth, choose courage, choose progress, and most importantly, choose to keep going. You do not win by proving everyone wrong. You win by becoming the person you are capable of becoming. If this video touched your heart, do not keep the message only in your mind. Take one small step today. Think about one thing you stopped doing because you were afraid of people's opinions. Maybe you stopped learning. Maybe you stopped speaking English. Maybe you stopped following your dream. It is time to start again. You do not need to change your whole life today. Just take one small step. Now tell me in the comments, what is one thing you will stop worrying about from today? Write your answer below. Your comment may also give courage to someone who is going through the same struggle. If you enjoyed this video and learned something useful, please like this video. It helps our channel reach more people who need this message. And if you are new here, subscribe to the channel for more simple English lessons, motivational stories, and powerful life lessons. Keep learning English. Keep improving yourself. Keep believing in your journey. Do not let other people decide your future. Your life is yours. Your dreams are yours. Your next step is yours. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, keep practicing, and never stop moving forward. See you in the next video.